Main man with the game plan, Corey Giovanni. So what we're gonna do today, right now, we're about to go and build some content. About to do some bulk content, and bulk content means that we're gonna make about a month. We're gonna make a month of service for the month of February. I already built my list, and my list is very simple. So let's go dive into it right now. Share my screen real quick. I go to, and then we go to. So right here, as you can see, we're inside of Gemini. Gemini is an option you can use as opposed to ChatGPT. But I want to use the free version of something that you guys can also benefit from. And that's how we're going to do this. We're going to dive in with Gemini. Now, I already made my list, and I'm going to click on it so you can see. The prompt that I used was act as a specialist in urban communities that would like to create African American posts for their social media. Use your 20 years of experience and create me a spreadsheet with column a quote from the African American civil rights ambassador, historian, public figure, or revolutionist with positive quotes throughout history. In column B, create the author of that, and in columns and in the in I'm sorry, and in the column, the year of birth and the year of death, also with the dash between the two. And then keep quotes at a maximum of 7 to 10 words. I'm gonna show you why I said that. And now I'll just tell you now. You don't want the quotes too long because then it won't fit on your phone properly. Also, do not in column, repeat quotes. And then in column D, a brief description of the author of the quote. And we're gonna make 56 quotes. So we got that, right? I have my quotes, and here go. We have the quotes coming from several uh several people, and let's dive right in. Okay, so after you go ahead and use this prompt, and this prompt will be in the description of the video below. The next step is we go to Canva. Okay, so let's go to Canva. All right, Canva. Since we already have our spreadsheet with the prompt, what we're going to do is we're going to go to create. And what are we going to create? We can do TikTok video. Let's do Instagram videos right now. Instagram. Instagram posts. 3, 4. Instagram posts. Instagram reel. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the same spreadsheet and we're going to export it to our desktop. And then once we export it to our desktop, we're going to go ahead and come into here where it says bulk create. You go into bulk create, you go into upload data, and we said African American quotes, right? Boom. So after we do that, let's go to our text box. In our text box, because we have 4 columns, we're only going to use 3. We're going to go here, go to add text, and right here, go right there. And then that's one column. Now you can use your font that you want on here. I like to go with like the general font because I want to be very, very spacious about what's going to be on the person's screen. All right. So then we go to effects. You want to do effects. Why? Because say for instance, if when the picture comes up, you don't want your picture to overshadow your letters, overshadow your content, right? So the first column, column A, is the person. Column B, no, first column A is quote. B is the person. C is the year of date and birth. All right, so we're going to do that. What we're going to do right here, we're going to make a couple of these. Okay. So if you have a Mac, just Alt and drag down, lift, and then drag down again. If you have a Windows, you can just copy and paste it. I'm not sure which one it is, but you want to give space because we know the quote is going to have the amount in there. So here we go. You want to have the text. You want to have each box here. Okay. Next, let's go back to our spreadsheet. Okay. Because we know that column A is quote, column B is the author, column C is date of birth, right? And column D is what we're going to put in the description on our Instagram. All right. So now we're going to go back to Canva. Remember, we'll go to Canva. We want to do Instagram Reels. And then we want to go here. This is where we go ahead and select a text box. And then we just go ahead and copy the text box. Okay. Next, we go to bulk create. And upload our sheet. Click upload. And when you click upload, the sheet should be there. All right. Boom. And there we go. So now we're here. Connected data goes to the columns. So column A is the quotes. So you may want the quote a little bit smaller so it can be a lot more on the screen. And then also have your effects. So this quote has this effect. The background is gray, but we're going to make it white. Okay. This quote has the same background, which is white. And this column, this text will have background white. This text will have a background white as well. So now we're going to do connected data on each one of these. Author, connected data, life dates. Okay. So we have the quote at the top. We have who's by and the time that they lived and died. And if they're not dead, they won't, they'll have it till present. And here's the most important thing that you have to do right now. You have to go here and put a video. Let's go here. We want to make sure that the video is vertical, right? And then let's go to like Black History. Okay. And so what we do is we'll just pick some things, or we can do like African American communities. Okay, so African communities. And let's see. Okay, like we can do church. The goal is just to make sure that that is over there. And sometimes you may have to just drag it over. Boom. Drag it this way and then drag it this way. And so now this video is 11 seconds and this is what you have. All right. But that's not it. We want to go back to Bow Create. And click continue. And then we're going to do all 56. Black History has 28 days. We're going to do 56 clips. That way you can have 2 each day. All right, now about the viewer. This is Barack Obama. All right, what's the next one? Never Be Limited, Mae Jemison. So this is what your video is going to look like. However, you don't have to keep the same video. You can easily go into Canva and go into your videos that they already have in here, and just go ahead and upload them. And you go to vertical, right? And you can do free, you know. And then we want to go to Black History. And so the next one, we want to just hover over that one. That doesn't really give us Black History vibes. Black History Month, maybe. But nonetheless, you just hover over the video, and then you hover over the next video, and then you hover over the next video. There you have it. And you do that all the way until your content is complete, and then you have all 60 pages. And the good thing is this should take you probably only about 30 minutes. And that is it. Now, once that's done, once you get all of those done, this is the final step. You export. And then when you export, you click download. And what's crazy is now you can be able to export into these apps once you log into them, which is awesome. Even Meta Ads, which is and Brand Templates, all these, right? But right now, if you download them, you can do 1 through 56, or if you, now mind you, if you can just do 1 through 5, right? Or 1 through 4. Or just click on 1, 2, 3, 4, and then click done. Now, if you have the Canva Pro, you can download them each separately, and they'll look like this. But if not, you download them together. And what you could do is you can go ahead and put them into any free software like CapCut, Facebook Instagram edits, and then you can just cut the videos up. The link to this particular file will actually be in the description. I only keep it alive for 5 days inside the description. Also, join my community. I'm going to be having a community where every week I'm teaching you guys how to both create and also giving you guys the things that we created in our community. So that way you don't have to worry about doing it. You can just go ahead and sign up and be part of my core community. It's your main man with the game plan, Corey Giovanni. And thank you for joining in. Have a blessed day. Peace.